Football's unforgiving stage, lessons from a tough day at the office. You know, football can be brutal sometimes. It's not just about the goals, the glory, and the magic. It's also about those gut-wrenching mistakes that can completely change a game. That's exactly what happened when Manchester City faced Chelsea, and honestly, it's a story of two players who will probably be replaying this match in their heads for a long time. Let's talk about Abdulkadir Kusanov. Poor guy. Imagine this. You're 20 years old, you've just moved to a new country, you don't even speak the language yet, and you're thrown into your first Premier League game. Oh, and by the way, you're the first ever player from Uzbekistan to play in the league, so no pressure, right? Well, just 3 minutes in, Kusanov misjudged a header, and boom, Chelsea scored. You could see it on his face. The nerves were all over him. The poor kid couldn't find his footing after that, and his teammates were almost avoiding passing him the ball. Guardiola eventually took him off in the second half, which was probably the right call. It wasn't punishment. It was just about protecting him. He's young, he's talented, and this is just one of those tough moments he'll learn from. Sanchez's struggles continue. Harvard says. Then there's Robert Sanchez. This one's a bit different. He's not a rookie. He's Chelsea's starting goalkeeper, and he's been under the microscope for weeks now. And unfortunately, this game didn't help his case. The moment everyone will remember is when he rushed out of his goal to beat Erling Haaland to the ball. Spoiler, he didn't get there. Haaland chipped it over him, and that was that. Sanchez just dropped to the ground in frustration. You could tell he was furious with himself. But here's the thing. This isn't a one-off for Sanchez. He's made 5 errors leading to goals this season, which is more than anyone else in the league. For a team like Chelsea, that's a big problem. You've got to feel for him, though. Being a goalkeeper is tough. One mistake, and it's all on you. The question now is whether Chelsea sticks with him and tries to rebuild his confidence, or starts looking for someone else. Either way, it's crunch time for Sanchez. Let's zoom out for a second. This game wasn't just about individual mistakes. It was also about the teams as a whole. City started shaky, sure, but once they found their rhythm, they looked like the better side by far. Haaland was his usual dominant self, and Phil Foden's goal late on was the icing on the cake. Chelsea, on the other hand, just can't seem to get it together. They've spent over £1 billion, and somehow they've still got glaring issues. No consistent striker, and even their big money players like Enzo Fernandez haven't been living up to the hype. It's not just Sanchez. There's a lot for them to figure out. For Kusanov, this game is a tough memory, sure, but it's also a stepping stone. He's got time, and under Guardiola, he'll get the support he needs to bounce back. Sanchez, though, is in a trickier spot. Another mistake like this, and Chelsea might decide to move on. Here's the thing, though. Mistakes happen. They don't define a player. It's how they respond that matters. Kusanov has a lot of time to grow. Sanchez has the chance to prove people wrong. Whether they take those chances is up to them. At the end of the day, this game was a reminder of why we love football. It's unpredictable, it's dramatic, and it's full of stories like these. For City, it was a step back in the right direction. For Chelsea, it's another reminder that they've got some big questions to answer. And for Kusanov and Sanchez, well, this isn't the end of their story. Not by a long shot.